next comedian has done 3 tours, comedy tours in Iraq for the troops. She's the Cajun Queen, Carolyn Picard. Woo!
The only woman, and this is what I get. Hi, nice to see you. Bullshit. Like to see the people here, the seniors. I'll be seeing you people in about 10 years. Be hanging out at the house together. Because I just thought about it. I've known Jose for quite a while. By the way, give it up for all the comics you heard tonight, please. Bobby, your host, Raul, Edward, Jose, all Mexicans, and 1 Cajun. That's all right, we eat the same spicy. It's the same thing. Yeah, I was listening to Jose talking about his dad. Now, Jose's probably, what do you figure, 36, 37? Purdy as a Dickens, ain't he? Guess what? I'm 60 years old. That's what I'm talking about. You know, all of a sudden it's about old people having sex like we don't have it. How you think you got here? What, did we wish upon a star and boom, here you are? You see, I'm 60, and I'm gonna be 61 in December, and I'm proud of my age. I'm proud. And I get it all the time from my friends. They're like, Caroline, you know Hollywood. You shouldn't say how old you are. They think you're too old. I don't care about Hollywood. I hope California falls off the face of the map. I live in Texas. We're not stupid. We drill for our oil here. We don't worry about protecting a bird. We don't do things like that. They protect the spotted owl because it might go extinct. We need to save it. Yeah, that's nice. I'm from Louisiana. We marinate it. I need oil and air. I'm 60. Hot flash. The bird dies. I was all excited because I'm the only woman on the show, and they said they were gonna raffle off Jose, and they said they were gonna raffle off a woman. I'm like, oh, cool, man. Wait, really? Wow. Oh man, I dyed the silver beaver. I got it already. Oh yeah, because when we go gray everywhere. And that's hard to do because L'Oreal ain't made a batch to match my snatch yet. So I had to look. And that's embarrassing at Walgreens. Look, I need something to go with this. Maybe a medium ash brown that goes everywhere. Like here. But it's true, the younger generation today, for some reason, when they look at people in our age group, they go, oh, you old. You want to push that? These boots aren't just made for walking, jackass. Because let me explain something to you. In 1969, little man, I was 18 years old. Guess what happened in 1969? We put a man on the moon with the technology we had back then. From the earth to the moon. Yet in 2010, with all the technology we had today, you couldn't fix a hole in the Gulf of Mexico 1 mile down. Beat that, bitch. And of course, one of them was real smart. He says, well, you know, we don't really think y'all ever went to the moon. I'm like, you think I cared? Dude, I was so high, I didn't know he was there. It was 1969. I had people coming to my house going, Caroline, did you see the man on the moon? I'm like, dude, he is still there. Man, I saw him 3 days ago. Oh man, I better bring him a sandwich or something. I totally forgot he was up there. Then in 1969, in August, we had one of the biggest concerts that they've never been able to recreate again. Never. 350,000 stone-necking teenagers humping like rabbits. Yes. And because of that weekend, that's the reason most of y'all are on this planet. Because we didn't have real good birth control back then. We had rhythm. Or something about the moon being in the 7th house. I don't know. And Aquarius was aligned with Mars. And you didn't go in the swimming pool with a naked boy. I don't know. They just made up crap back then. And then I love to watch these young male comics talk about their girlfriends having a period. Date an older woman. That's done. Ain't no problem with that. It's dust. I got more eggs in my refrigerator than I got in my body. I'm just saying, I can take you around the block a couple of times. That's what I'm talking. And older women, we know how to do things a little bit better. You ought to see me eat a tamale. There's no second bite. But the funny part about it is, it's not just the younger generation, it's also my friends. A lot of women and a lot of men. You know, my friend was asking me that over here on the way coming. What happens when men get older? They become old men. What happens with old women, with women too? Just because you turn 60, remember who you were. We used to be hot chicks, and we still hot chicks. You know? I mean, my friends tell me, like they said, don't say I'm 60. Why not? They said, well, 60's the new 40. No, I know what my ass looked like at 40. I take my jeans off, I can walk around the house. I got the clapper, I can turn the lights on and off with my ass cheeks. Like clap on, clap on, clap on, clap on. Look, it's not pretty to look at, but we still good looking women. And we still got it going. You know, don't throw us out. But I met up with my friends. Of course, you know, as you get older, you know, we lost, a good friend of mine lost her mom about 2 months ago. And we put this woman through hell. So I had to go to Miss Bernice's funeral. Because, man, what we did, that woman, we knew what time she come back from work and we knew where the liquor was. So we had that planned. I can promise you that right now. It's like, okay, one more sip of Jim Beam and then we done. But so I went out of respect, because she was like a second mom to me. And we're sitting around in the back, you know how you do at funerals, you talk in the back and you start reminiscing. And I'm listening and I'm looking at my friends, and we were the hot chicks back then, man. They used to call us the Maurice chicks because we hung around with all the tough guys. And I'm looking at them now and I'm listening to them talk and I'm going, ooh, y'all got old. Y'all talking about drugs I know nothing about. What is it, this high blood pressure medication, cholesterol? One of my friends looked at me and says, Caroline, you eat gluten? I'm like, dude, I just learned how to tweet. What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean, do I eat gluten? I ate a taco this morning. I'm good. There's probably gluten in that. I don't know. I'm from Louisiana. I live in Texas. Mexican food, Cajun food. Yeah, I'm thinking there's a little bit of gluten in that. A little bit of gluten, a little bit of jalapenos, and I'm good. And they're talking about, you know, glaucoma, and one of my friends couldn't come to my show because she's like, I don't drive after 9 o'clock. I'm like, and I'm like, what happened to y'all? And they look at me, and I'm like, wow. And they're like, you're not on any kind of meds? You don't take medication? What do you take? And she said, one of my friends said, you have a different look than us. What's that look? Happiness? Because I don't talk like y'all? She said, no medication. I said, Coors Light. Crown Royal. Yeah. Merlot. And she's like, oh, you know, Caroline, the doctor said that's very good for you, 1 glass a night. I'm like, 1 glass? Dude, that's like 1 chip. It's not gonna happen. The sound of a wine glass hitting my trash can is thunk. Ain't nothing in it. And then you hear me crying. And she's like, well, you're different than us. You dress different than us. You act different than us. You talk different than us. She said, what's different? I said, I'm happy. She said, well, why are you so happy and we're not? I said, well, for one thing, I never got married. Then she goes, oh. I'm like, what do you mean, oh? Oh. And I'm looking at him going, oh, I got you. I said, you think because I don't have a husband that I'm gay? She said, well, we knew you were a little different. I said, well, I'm not. I said, I do love men. As a matter of fact, I've had your husband. Don't you remember 1968? Ha ha. You got sloppy seconds. She said, well, you don't have a husband? I said, no, I got a lot of husbands. They just don't come out as often as I'd like them to. And man, I had her going. She said, well, why are you never married? I said, because I don't like the same guy. I don't need to have the same man at my house all the damn time. I like to see different stuff. And I said, you know what? I already have a family. I don't need a mother-in-law. I got a mother I barely like. I don't want to have to fall in love with some man and he goes, you're going to have to like my mama. Oh, hell no, I don't. So you see, when y'all are all making yourself crazy and making your stress relief and your high blood pressure go crazy because you don't know where to go for Thanksgiving or Christmas, guess where Caroline's at? Fort Lauderdale Beach, drinking a damn margarita, enjoying herself. Why? Because it's where I want to go. Booyah. Which is why I look happy. And you're miserable. People like need to wake up. Be happy, man. Getting older. If you're not happy in something, get out. Don't stand there. Don't make yourself miserable. Don't make him miserable. You know, I love my family. I do, but I don't live next to them. I live 250 miles away. They live in Maurice, Louisiana. I live in Galveston, Texas. Everybody's happy. Everybody. Except my nephew. He's 18 years old. He just graduated from high school. Oh, good Lord, he's retarded. I hate to say that about my nephew, my only nephew, by the way. He graduated from high school. I gave him $100. You know what $100 means to a broke comic? It means either Sprint gets paid or he gets a gift. Okay, oh, he's my nephew. Okay, I'll get a cricket. I gave him $100. I called him up the next day. I said, what did you do for your graduation? Oh, it was so cool, man. So we went to dinner. Went to dinner with mom and dad, and then with grandma, which is my mom, and my sister, and he went with my sister, his aunt, and that's his godmother. And he said, after that, man, it was really cool. We went back to school. They locked us down till the next morning, and we played video games and played games to win things. That's sad. That is so sad. I looked at my brother, I said, he doesn't drink, smoke, or do drugs. What the hell did you do to that child? He is boring as hell. He doesn't do anything. They were on lockdown. And he said, what did you expect? What did you do for your graduation? I said, what did I do for my graduation? I said, after graduation, we threw our caps in the air, we ran outside, we took our gowns off, we went to the dance, put on our good clothes, danced all night long, got drunk, puked, got high, threw up again, got laid, drunk, got high, did that, did that. Then at 5 o'clock in the morning, we filled up a pickup truck with 36 cases of beer, and we went to the beach for 5 damn days. That's what we did for my graduation. He said, well, what did you expect me to do? I gave you $100, son. I had to let my cell phone bill go. You were supposed to get drunk and get laid. That's what you were supposed to do. Damn. And then the kids today, they have no respect. You know, the last time I went to Iraq, I came back and I flew into Houston Intercontinental Airport. I had just been with the greatest men and women of the military. Greatest. You know, 20, 21-year-olds operating Black Hawk helicopters, and I was making them crazy because I kept telling them, shoot the camels. They thought I was serious. What do you want me to do? Shoot something. We're in a war, aren't we? Kill them. They won't let me have alcohol here. I'm Christian. I'm fighting for my rights. Come on, damn it, do something. Those poor young boys are like, that old lady's crazy. I get off there, but I'm hungry. I want something. So the first place I saw was a Taco Bell. And I'm like, okay, this will do. I love Taco Bell. It's crap food, You should be drunk when you eat it, but hey, I was sober and I was starving. And I drive up to the drive-thru, and this is what I heard. What you want? Okay, I've been on an airplane for 17 hours. Maybe I'm a little jet lagged. I said, excuse me? She said, what you want? I said, I want to hit you with a stick. That's what I want. She said, I am busy. What the hell do you want? I said, hold up, I'm coming in. I walk up, and there is nobody in this restaurant. She is the only person back there, except the guy in the back cooking and putting the food out. And she's looking at me. She woke up with way too much attitude this morning. And she looks at me. She's about 19, 20 years old. She goes, let me explain something to you right now. I said, hold up. You about ready. You must pump your brakes right now, little girl, because you about ready to hit a big old wall of I don't give a damn. And it's going to hurt. She said, I'm having a bad day. I said, you are what, 20 years old? You're 20. You're not going to have a bad day for another 20 damn years. I woke up this morning. I'm 59 years old at the time. I said, I sneezed and I pissed on myself. I'm having a bad day. She said, well, I said, I just left Iraq where I watched the greatest men and women ever protect this country for stupid little idiots like you to have a damn bad day. It's 130 degrees outside. They're running around with 35 pounds of equipment. I never heard one of them say, I'm having a bad day. But you lazy little piece of garbage, the reason you're having a bad day is because your mama didn't have the nerve to put a boot up your damn ass and make you go to college and get your damn degree in business. And if you would have gotten your damn degree in business, you wouldn't be working at a damn Taco Bell. You'd own a Taco Bell. Now get my chalupa. San Antonio, God bless you. Thank you, Wounded Warriors, for everything you've done. Good night.